Greetings from the Eccentric Man, and something a little different. I wasn't expecting doing this video, but the local store, Lost Art Games, was putting on a demo, and Steve, the owner, said come on down and have a game. So I popped out to get a game of Cruel Seas, which is the new Warlord Games tabletop game that they've released. There's been a lot of hype out and about, a lot of advertising. And if you'd seen the War Games Illustrated, you would have been able to pick up a sprue of ships, which I did. And the first ones that you can see there are the S-boats, or the E-boats and S-boats, the Germans. So a little plastic sprue at 1 to 300 scale, and I've put them together, and they come quite nice. Didn't play with these ones, but these ones I just picked up to see what they were like from the magazine, and they look quite fun. Pretty easy to go together, and come up alright. Just got to paint them now. The little video here won't be a unboxing because I haven't got it yet, but I probably will be buying it now after having a little go at the demo. The video is just to give you some idea of my initial thoughts on the game, the box set, and the play style and how it worked. Because we had a little game, there was two aside, 4 players, and we did sort of swamp the seaboard that comes with the game a little bit. I had 3 ships, Steve had 3 British ships as well, and then Dom and his son had 2 S-boats each, and then there was a tanker going across the middle, which was the scenario. So in this video you can see we're just looking at the first turn, which was the British. It's a dice pull system, just the same as bolt action. So you have a dice activation. It's not actually an order test, because what you can see there is a little ruler, and on the ruler you've got distances, and you've got how it can turn left or right. It uses D10s, you can see there, for hitting. So you've got to get, so a normal ship, sort of a normal range, you would need a 4 or under to hit. And then obviously if they're moving fast or they're small targets, it gets affected. So a little bit more, the S-boat on the far side is coming out to meet the challenge of the little Vosper, I think it is. And you can see just about there that the Vosper has launched 2 torpedoes. And you get a sheet or a little card for your ship, and that gives you how fast it travels, it gives you its hit hull points, it gives you what armaments it's got and how many torpedoes it carries, because it's all limited numbers. So we're moving on here, so the ships are starting to move out into the board. This is a paper, shiny glossy paper sea board that comes in the box set. It's only very flimsy, but it's good enough to have a quick game, and it's dark on one side and light on the other. So obviously North Atlantic for one and Mediterranean perhaps for the other. You see there's behind the ships there's little wake markers, and this gives you your speed. You've got slow, combat speed and fast, and depending on the speed you're going at, you can carry out a number of turns. So if you're travelling fast, you can do 3 turns. So it would be slow speed turn, combat speed turn, and fast turn. You can see here that I'm launching torpedoes, and there's 2 torpedoes coming towards me. That gives us a problem, because I've got to move, and I'm going at speed, combat speed, so I can only drop 1 level of speed. That's a difficulty when the torpedoes are that close. You're not going to have enough time to move and turn without hitting the torpedoes. And the difficulty was in the rulebook, we couldn't find the rule for you sailing into torpedoes, because it's going to happen, and it did. But fortunately, torpedoes are a little bit tricky to hit with. It normally works out that you need a 2 or under on a 10-sided dice. And considering you only get 2 on some of these ships, other ships have 4, but you've got to spend them wisely. And talking about spending torpedoes wisely, here you can see the German S-boat player has sailed across the front of the German S-boat behind it. And when a ship activates, the torpedoes activate. And in this one, that's what happened. Mark moved, I think it was Mark or Dom, moved his S-boat across, and then the next dice out was another German, and the only German one left to move was that one. And lo and behold, the torpedoes hit. They've got to travel 15 centimetres to arm, and once they're done, they're loaded. They travel 40 centimetres. Each turn, they travel for 3 turns before they sink. However, if they hit, they really hit. And just to give us some idea, the 20mm guns, they roll 3d6 damage. Twin linked or twin 20mm, they do 4d6, and then I think 37mm do 5. Torpedoes do 16d6 points of damage. Hard to hit with, but once you hit, they really are devastating. So, Cruel Seas. It's got to be on a 6x4 table. I think we did cramp it a bit on the one that came in. I think that one's really only for the little scenarios to get you going, so that you can learn the rules. But yep, certainly a 6-foot-by-4 table. I think minimum size. It's going to look quite nice. Painted up ships, bit of 3D scenery for your coast, perhaps a lighthouse, perhaps a little port, cove, something like that. Some other ships and about. You can have mines floating around. So, bit of fun for a game. I think, yeah, it is pretty good. Starter set. Judging by what came out, there's an awful lot in there. Lots in there. So that was like 4 German ships and 6 British ships. So all the cards, measuring sticks that you need, the rule book, so there's quite a lot there. Only thing is, it's fast, it's up close with the torpedo boats, but I think it could be a good bit of fun. I certainly shall be getting one myself, so perhaps look out for a game of that somewhere down, probably in the new year by the time I get everything else fitted and sorted. But anyway, a little overview of the Cruel Seas, just to whet your appetite, or even to wet your brow with the sea waves. Cruel Sea, I think, yeah, it's going to be a good one for a bit of fun, and there's going to be loads of updates and bits and pieces coming for it, so watch Warlord's site. Could be lots of good things coming with it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this quick ramble through of it, and look out for the next videos that's coming up. So thanks very much for watching. Give a like if you liked. If you've played it, give us your thoughts, and we'll see you soon. Share with your friends, subscribe if you hasn't, and take care.